Older adults who want to age in place have to stay on top of their monthly bills. AARP has heard from more than 7,000 older Chicagoans about the financial burden of rising utility bills, and they want to help. I spoke with AARP Illinois State President Al Hollenbeck on how you can help them make a difference. Thank you so much for joining us. And why is AARP notifying your members about people's gas?
We survey our members. And what our members tell us, 250,000 in People's Gas service area, almost 1.7 million in the state of Illinois. They want to age in place. They want to stay in their homes, their apartments, and it's becoming more and more difficult financially. One of the biggest components of that is their utility bills, including people's gas. Bills that keep going up more than the rate of inflation, certainly more than the Social Security cost of living adjustment. So our involvement is in response to our members saying, I cannot afford to age in place, coupled with what we believe is a mismanaged program by People's Gas, for which they're asking their customers to continue to pay more and more and more. Started at $1 billion. The latest estimate could be as much as $15 billion. But maybe more importantly, it's a program that there has not been any evidence, hard evidence, that the system is safer as a result of the billions of dollars that's been expended. So our role in requesting public hearings, our role in intervening in the rate case, our role in our petition process and telling our stories to the Commerce Commission is simply to protect seniors and our members from unreasonable utility rates.
So what are you guys asking of People's Gas and your members? How do they get involved? What do you hope to see happen?
Well, we have in the past and will continue to ask our members to sign our petition, to show up at public hearings, to what we call make noise, because the regulation of monopolies, that's what People's Gas is done by the Illinois Commerce Commission. And we will be having, there will be another hearing here in January where they make a final determination of the pipe replacement program. What we're asking is that the Commerce Commission put the needs of the customers a little bit closer to the front of the line than it has been in the past, and to limit this ongoing work, expensive work that disrupts neighborhoods, to only those pipes that truly represent a safety concern to the public.
Because understandably, most systems need to be upgraded at some given point in time, but you're saying that the repair work and what they're suggesting is too great.
They are requesting that the entire system be replaced, regardless of its condition. They were limited a year and a half ago by the Commerce Commission to stop the program temporarily while an analysis was made of the risk and the return for the dollars spent on the program. And now we've reached the point where the Commerce Commission will be decided, where do we go from here with this $1 billion, we believe, mismanaged program.
So what can people do? What repercussions do they have at their fingertips?
They can participate in petition drives by AARP. They can recognize that their voice will be heard by the Commerce Commission. And ultimately, as a regulated monopoly, I think AARP and other interveners, the state of Illinois Attorney General supports our position. The city of Chicago supports our position. Citizens Utility Board, Public Interest Research Group. We're not the only organization that is saying, time out, what's happening with this program.
So I'm assuming folks can find the petition and more information on your website.
Absolutely. Okay. It's a one-click process, and particularly those people that are suffering from these high utility rates have an ability to make a difference.
All right, scan the QR code on your screen for more information. You can also visit aarp.org/IL to sign the petition.